Welcome back to Victory Vibe Podcast. I'm Leroy Evans Jr. I got my boy 2-3 Drees with me. You know, 2-3 from Philadelphia. This is the best podcast coming out of Philly. Y'all just don't know yet, man. What's going on, brother Drees?
What's up? And make sure y'all don't say 23 Drees and say 2-3. It's funny. I had a conversation in a barbershop today, and they was talking about his name not 42 Doug, it's 42 Doug. And I was like, yeah, like I'm 2-3 Drees.
Right. That's crazy. I never thought about it like that. I mean, I guess because, I wasn't around away, so I know what 2-3 mean. But yeah, let's get it. What's been going on, man? What's going on, man? You want to talk about what we just talking about?
What we just talking about?
The pink cocaine, slinging pink cocaine. So Stefon Diggs, a video came out. Stefon Diggs on a boat. Cardi B was on a boat, so no, he wasn't cheating. For all the people out there, Cardi B was on a boat with him. They was partying, and somebody was recording, and Stefon Diggs randomly pulled out this little packet with some pink pills in it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think of nothing of it. I didn't think it was drugs. I thought it was like performance enhancing type drugs.
Honestly, I didn't even notice it at all. Like the pack until everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, so it comes out that everybody's saying that it's drugs. It's some type of e-pill or Tusi, Tusi, something along the lines of like it's man-made. It's known on the streets as pink cocaine. What do you think about it, bro?
I think that's wild. Not only like I mean, I don't think I think the recording part is more wild. Like this, like who they let on there with the phone? Because a lot of times you ain't supposed to have your phone out when you out here on these boats and doing these things, especially when you know is drugs and liquor and all that stuff around. So like the phone part more shocking than me than actually seeing him with drugs. You know what I mean? I don't think it's going to affect his career, get him suspended or nothing like that. I don't think the NFL even know what that shit is for real. And I
don't think nobody knows.
If people wasn't like saying what it was, it wouldn't have been like a big deal. But since people are putting out there, he had this. I mean, he missed OTAs too, so that's another thing. Like, you missed OTAs because, and it's, going to add that a part of the story. Even though he probably was already in his plan to miss the OTA anyway.
Right. I think Offset has something to do with that shit. I think Offset, he sent the plant in that John. Like, listen, I'm about to send this baddie over here. If you see anything, just record it and post it. And listen, let social media do the rest. We're gonna ruin his career. If you see any type of substance, any type of drinking, that dude supposed to be at camp anyway.
That was the burner phone. She already locked up the regular phone. The burner phone hitting. My man, the conspiracy theorist.
I'll be on the conspiracies, man. Listen, he sent the little plant, sent the little baddie on the boat. Like, listen,
what was Offset goal to do?
To destroy his career, because you know what I'm saying, he took his wife. He trying to ruin my man career.
That shit, I don't think that shit will have no effect. I don't think he gonna miss no playing time or nothing. Honestly.
Right. Like I said, I don't know what it is. I never heard of it before, so they probably don't even drug test for it. I mean, if it is a part of the what's it called, MDMA family, it's gonna come up in the drug test though.
Yo, another thing, like why they was all filling on his chest calling him daddy.
I think that yo,
they all filling on his chest, so daddy. He like make it happen on this boat. Make it happen on this boat. What do you think he's talking about?
Yo, I think that once you get to a certain celebrity, like it's just a bunch of freaky shit going on. Because, like I said, Cardi B was there, so she probably was with the whole whatever was going on.
Right?
She probably facilitated it.
He like that. She the one pick the girls.
Yeah, that's how the Cassie and Diddy shit. I don't want to talk about that, but that's what's coming out. Like, man, listen, she was orchestrating this shit. She wasn't just a victim. Like, man, I don't be knowing what be going on, bro.
My man said, make it happen on this boat.
Make it
they
happen.
All like, daddy.
Yeah, like what type of, I don't know. If that's how they carrying it, they definitely shouldn't have been recording. Nothing on this boat needs to be recorded. Leave that shit alone, because we got some wild shit going on, man. But shout out to Stefon Diggs, man. He's a good receiver. But man, what we got? We back with it. Back with it. Back with it. Back with it.
But
You want to start?
Stefon Diggs, he getting a little bit old, man. He 31 now. Man, you know the young it's a young man's game. You see the NBA, the youngest team, it's the youngest team in NBA history. So NFL, you know, the young boys balling too. So let's take it to like the top 20. They posted the top 25. What was it? Was it 25? How many people was it?
The top players under the age of 25 list. It's top
Yeah.
25, but it's
Yeah,
the
top
top
25.
25 under 25.
Under 25. Yeah. I remember Jalen was like top of that list at one point, man. But my man 20 when he's like 26, 27 now. But Jalen was up there when he was on there. Yeah. Respect my man.
Yep. Let me pull the list up real quick. Let me pull the list up. I don't agree with this list.
I know my man Jalen Carter should be top 5.
Jalen Carter got snubbed. We're gonna get into that. He got snubbed.
Wow, why you say that? Why you say that? Where he at?
Where he had 17. He had 17, bro.
17. Let's go to the 17 in front of him. Let's go to 17 in front of him.
You want to start with 16? Let's go.
I'm gonna say better or not.
Okay, at 16, we got cornerback Devin Witherspoon.
Ooh, I like Devin Witherspoon.
I like him too. I ain't gonna lie. He's nice. He's nice.
I like him. He should be 16. He should move up. But I got to hit the rest of the list.
Look,
Who else?
We got 15 Malik Neighbors.
I like Malik Neighbors, man.
14 tight end
Jalen Carter over him.
I am. I'm taking Witherspoon over him too because I'm.
Yeah, me too.
I always rather a cornerback than a wide receiver because I think that's a more important position and a harder position to do. So yeah. I would take Witherspoon over Malik Neighbors too. At 14, we got tight end Brock Bowers.
Ooh, he need to be up some. That boy beast.
Man,
he was a beast with no quarterback.
Yeah, for real. This is the same thing. We got 13 cornerback Derek Stingley Jr. He's arguably the best corner in the league out of Houston.
Mm-hmm.
He's at 13. At 12, we got QB CJ Stroud.
Okay.
At 11, we got wide receiver Drake London.
Oh yeah, move him back. Move him back.
Facts.
Jalen Carter over him. Fucking Witherspoon over him. Shit.
Malik Neighbors over him. I'm taking Malik Neighbors over him. Personally.
Yeah, I probably would too. Shit.
Yeah. At 10, we got Jamar Gibbs. I like Jamar Gibbs, but in a running back community ball position, I'm definitely taking Jalen Carter. If you had to draft somebody, I'm taking Jalen Carter.
Yeah, if I had to draft somebody, I'm taking Jalen Carter.
Number 9, running back Bijan Robinson.
I'm taking Jalen Carter. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep. Number 8, safety Brian Branch. I'm taking Jalen Carter.
Yep.
Number 7, Will Anderson Jr. I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I'm taking Jalen Carter.
I might take Will Anderson. He balled out last
He
year.
should have. Jalen Carter should have been rookie of the year, not him. Honestly.
Yeah, that's true.
It was the Eagles. It was the Eagles losing that fucked up Jalen Carter. If they ain't lose that 5 straight games at the end of the season, he would have won that shit because he was a big favorite. They started losing. He wasn't a favorite no more, but he was still producing. So that fucked up his rookie of the year.
Yep. We got number 6, edge Jared Verse. I fucks with Jared Verse. He gave us fucking hell in the playoffs. He's a beast, bro. Rightfully, I'm mad he won defensive rookie of the year over Quinion, but it's well deserved, bro. I give him respect. He's tough, and we got good ass tackles, and he was giving us fits, bro. Number 5, we got cornerback Trent McDuffie out of Kansas City.
Did you hear his story? He on Rich Eisen's show, and how he was balling out at camp, and he was like talking shit to the players. And Sean McVay had to tell him, like, yo, chill, like, this ain't college no more. Like,
yeah, I think that.
Like these grown ass men can't talk to these grown ass men like that.
He's a dog. He's a dog, man. He's a dog. I fucks with him. Number 4, we got quarterback Jaden McDaniels. I agree with that. Number 3, we got safety Kyle Hamilton.
Mm-hmm.
Number 2, we got wide receiver Puka Nacua. And number 1, we got tackle Penei Sewell. Am I saying that right?
Sewell.
Penei Sewell. Now, I'm putting Jalen Carter in the top 5. I don't see 5 players on this list that's better than Jalen Carter.
I'm putting on the top 5 for sure.
I'm putting him
If
top
we had the
5.
draft, this a good at this list is better than I thought. There's a lot of dogs on this list. I ain't gonna lie.
Facts.
Like there's a
And
lot of young boys on here that I like. The only one I really
so
like don't really care about much is like Drake London. I don't think Drake London is like a top receiver. I
I don't
mean,
either. So
he
we
did.
both agree that Jalen Carter was snubbed. He should have been top 10. We think top 5, but he should have been at least top 10, not 17.
Yeah, 17 too far back.
Now, another snub is Quinyon Mitchell didn't make the list,
Mm-hmm.
and Cooper DeJean was ranked 24th on the list. Who's ahead of Cooper DeJean? 23 tight end Sam Laporta out of Detroit.
Yeah.
22 guard Tyler Smith out of Dallas. 21 running back Devon Avanci. Avant? Am I saying that right? From Miami?
HN.
HN. I've been trying to get better with my pronunciation. I just downloaded this app. It's called Random Word Generator. It's supposed to help you with your speaking. Listen, just bear with me, y'all.
Yeah, I can't say pure, like pure fuel. I can't say pure.
That's crazy. Pure
fuel.
You know what's crazy is that we really got a crazy accent everywhere that I go. Like some people can't really understand like what I'll be saying, especially when I get into talking slang. They be like, "Man, where are you from, bro?" Like the way you pronounce your words and stuff like that is just all different.
And down living in Florida is like I talk too fast. Like it's fast. Like they talk way slower and stuff like that. Up north, everybody talk fast, but here
right.
down south, they talk like way slower.
Yeah, I actually like slow my my pace of how I talk moving to Texas, being in Texas so long. A lot of people when I go back home say I'm country now, but it's all good. That's all good. Number 20, we got Brian Thomas Jr. out of Jacksonville. Number 19, we got Lad McConkey out of the Chargers.
Ooh, yo, he is like the surprise player of the fucking like out of all the fucking I'm gonna say freshmen, out of all the rookies, yo. He is the biggest surprise to me. Like, who the fuck would have thought he would have came out there and been balling like he did? He was a lock, and bet his over was a lock, yo. Like he gonna go over for sure.
Yeah, he shocked me too. And he's short as hell, right? And he like 5'9".
He know how to get he get open, get the ball.
Let me see. Let me make sure I'm talking about the right person. Oh yeah, yep, right person. White boy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, man. I'm not racist, y'all, but I'm always just shocked when white players are like badass at skill positions. I just be like, God damn.
It's not even like the it's not even the fact that he white. It was just that like I don't like he went over every fucking week. Like it was times like you bet his over be like fucking 70 yards. He get that shit in the first 4 drives. Like, yeah, I'm like, yo, this boy get the ball, get open and all that shit. Like he was like, I watched him play a lot, and he was like, yo, he really nice. I ain't think he would be that nice receiver coming out of Georgia and shit like that.
Yeah, he definitely who else?
Imagine if that was George Pickens over there. What George Pickens would have did.
Nothing.
What? He better than George Pickens?
No, I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna say he is. I'm gonna stand on it. Damn it, I don't care. I'm gonna stand on it until he ball out this season. When he ball this season, I'll come back and apologize.
Oh
but
shit!
I gotta stand on it, bro. I gotta stand on it.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying? You gotta stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. So, number 18 is Christian Benford.
I don't know.
Cornerback out of Buffalo. I don't know who that is neither. So I'm taking Cooper DeJean over him by default. I don't know. I could be wrong. And then we got back to 17, Jalen Carter. So do you think Cooper DeJean was snubbed? Do you think he should be hired, or was he kind of correct? I think Quinyon Mitchell was snubbed. He should have been on the list somewhere. I don't care if you put him at 25.
I think Quinyon is over Cooper for real.
Right, because he plays on the outside. But yeah, so I think I will pit.
I think because I feel like what's the ranking based off of? Is it like stats? What is it based off of?
Let me see. Let me read the description and see.
So I'm thinking like
Just best player. That's how they ranking
this
it. Who's
opinion.
better
So,
than who?
so somebody
Yeah.
opinion. So I think like Quinyon Mitchell not on there because he wasn't like a flashy person. Like
Hmm.
flashy as whereas like he got all these interceptions, got these big hits and all that. Like Cooper DeJean got a few big hits, and you know what I mean. He got the one of the
Right.
biggest interceptions and like you know what I mean, picking off Mahomes and running that shit back in the Super Bowl. Like he got plays that stand out. When you think of Cooper, I mean, when you think of Quinyon Mitchell, even though he locked down receivers, they have 19 yards a game or some shit like that. You tell somebody else that don't watch the Eagles like Quinyon Mitchell, they're gonna be like, who the hell is that? Like they don't see, but you say Cooper DeJean, they know because they seen the highlights of him dumping like what call him stopping Jamar Chase on 4-for-1. Like they seen those
Hmm.
things. So I feel like that plays a part in it because everybody you said really is dogs. So like they got a lot of big plays throughout the season. So I
Hmm.
think that played a big part in them choosing on, you know what I mean? Actually, we were just in a barbershop, like I said, I was in a barbershop today, and they was talking about all pro corners and stuff like that. And they was talking about how Christian Gonzalez is like really good and all that stuff. And I brought up like Quinyon Mitchell. They like, what did he do? Like who Quinyon like it's because they don't pay
Right. Right.
attention and see that he really be locking down like receivers and stuff like that.
Right.
That
He. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying you wouldn't know unless you actually like looked up the stats and be like, oh shit, he only gave up 19 yards. He only gave up two passes, and like he only gave up like 2 touchdowns the whole year. You won't know that unless you go research the stats.
Right, because for the first time in the Super Bowl era, we won the Super Bowl with not one of our corners getting a regular season interception. None of our corners. It was all from the safeties and linebackers.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, so like you
I didn't know
said,
that.
people don't see it. So you don't see the flashy plays, you don't see the pick sixes, or you know what I'm saying. We just play sound defense. And going into that, um, even though Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell they didn't. Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell didn't have an interception in the regular season. I would argue, what's the difference between Quinyon Mitchell and Sauce Garner? Because Garner don't get a bunch of picks neither. But I don't know. Maybe he wear a chain. Maybe Q guy put a chain on or something. You know what I'm saying? Rock the bling at the press conference or something like that to get people attention and to let him know to get his respect, man.
Mhm.
Because like Q was a dog, bro. Q was a beast, man.
Right.
So I do think Quinyon was snubbed. I do think that Cooper DeJean, he's probably like he's at the right place. I wouldn't really pretty much put him higher as a slot corner.
Mhm.
But who would I take off? I'd probably take off tight end Sam Laporta from Detroit and
Oh
pick
no,
Q
he a beast. He got
over
hurt a
Q
little
though.
bit. Yeah,
He did, but so
yeah,
you would draft him over Q?
yeah. Probably. It depends on my needs on my team. Like,
True, true.
I mean, like,
Like I said, I could say that I'm biased to the cornerback position,
yeah.
maybe because I seen Philly have bad cornerback play for so fucking long that it's like I respect that position because it's literally been the hardest position for us to fill
I
in the past 2 decades.
Yeah, and I feel like if like when Porter never got hurt, he could have been like the number one like tight end like in the NFL. So
Mm,
when
mm,
he wasn't hurt, he came out balling as a rookie and all that shit. Like he was unstoppable for real, for real. So he was fast. He
mm,
catch the ball. He got hands. He make people miss. He break tackles. Like he was like the
mm,
next thing until he got hurt and missed games and stuff like that. But he could have been number one tight end in the
mm.
NFL.
So maybe I need to get league pass and start keeping up with all these games.
He
And he played
definitely
for
like
Detroit.
he definitely like a top 5 for sure tight end. It could be close to top 3 if you really think about it.
Okay.
And I think in the past 2 seasons, you could even say he was better than Travis Kelce, honestly.
Yeah, Kelsey been kind of on a decline. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and
It's a couple tight ends I'll take over Kelsey right now
I feel
today,
like
not
I feel like
2 years ago.
Brock Bowers and him is like the future of tight ends right now. Like I think them two are
Mm,
gonna be like I feel like
talk shit.
he kind of like a George Kittle. You know, George Kittle get the ball in
Mm,
his hand, he can score for 50 yards
he take
away.
off.
Like,
Yeah, he take
yeah, he
off.
like the same thing.
The only thing I don't like about George Kittle is he always banged up.
Yeah.
That's the only issue. So, who would you take out of this list if you wanted to pick Q on? We got safety Kirby Joseph
I'm
out of
gonna say
Detroit.
what's going on? The corner I don't know that we say from Buffalo. I don't know what the fuck he did.
What's his name? Let me look it up real quick.
I'll take his ass up.
Kristen Benford.
Yeah, I never like I have no idea what he did. There's like a lot of people don't have no idea what Q did. So I'm on the same page. Like, I don't know what he did. I don't know what kind of season he had. And I would have to go look up his stats and see, like, oh shit, he only gave up. You know what I mean? I have no
Right.
idea what he did. So I'll take his ass
There's
out.
a bunch of dogs out here, but I'll take Q over Kirby Joseph safety just because I value the cornerback position more than safety. Not saying that dude's not a good player or nothing, but yeah, I definitely value that position. Out of the top 10,
I don't think he's top 10. Jalen Carter top 5, but I don't got.
That's what I meant to say. Jalen Carter. Who would I take out the top 10 to put Jalen Carter in? Ooh, some dogs, bro. Probably I'll take Jamar Gibbs. I think interior defensive tackle is a more important position than running back.
For real.
You could
Watch
saying
his,
that Jamar Gibbs is a beast though. I ain't saying he's not no beast. He's a beast. He's shifty as hell.
when David Montgomery got hurt, he took the whole load. Pause.
Nah, but that's probably somebody I would leave off that list to put him in the top 10. If I'm thinking top 5, I don't know because Kyle Hamilton's a beast too. This list is crazy. The league is in good hands. Shit, these motherfuckers is. Everybody on this list is pretty much nice. I want to say I would take anybody really out the list. I would just move it around. Maybe take one person out to add Q in. That could be my Eagles bias, but who knows? I think Q's a dog.
Yeah.
So, you want to introduce the next topic? I only say that because that be my hook when I be making the clips and shit.
Right.
So like introducing a topic, that'd be the hook to see what we talk about, and then we could give our take afterwards. So I'll be feeling like if I introduce all the topics, all our clips is gonna be me starting talking and shit like that. So we can switch it up. It don't make a difference. But you want to go to ranking the divisions.
You ain't like my segue.
The segue was fire.
That was like Stefon Diggs get he like 30 run now.
Yeah, the segue was fire. I see what you got going on, bro. I see that shit. I said, okay.
You want to go to
okay. We go wherever you want.
I forgot what's the joint I sent you. What did they have? Where did they have the Eagles at? Like 4 or something like that, or 3?
Where did you send it to me?
No, well, all right. I got you. You ready?
Yeah, go ahead. I'll respond to this lady later. Go ahead.
Yo, let's rank the divisions, right? So me and my guy, he a Steelers fan. He always tell me like the AFC North is better than NFC East. And just recently I saw a ranking of the NFC what's that shit called? Let's start it over. The what is it called? NFC division?
NFL division rankings?
Yeah.
What you mean? Like, what's it actually called?
On the NFC division. Yeah, NFC division rankings. That's what I was looking for. You ready?
Okay. Yeah. I'm looking up the division so I can have them. All right, bet. We ready.
Let me see you off the top of the hand so I ain't just guessing. Did you see the joint I sent you, or no? You just found somewhere else? I think that came from PFF.
No, that's why I said, where did you send it to me on?
I don't remember.
I know that'd be the only thing with communication. They're like, bro, I'll be texting you, DMing you, all type of shit. I'm like, damn, bro. I know I sent it to you, but I don't know where I sent that shit at. Let me see. It might have been IG. Hey, that boy about to crack 85K. Oh, you sent it on me on IG. It was Pro Football Focus.
Well, they had Eagles at 3. Well, not
Yep.
Eagles, NFC.
The NFC
East.
East at 3. Yeah.
So a big debate I always have with other NFL team fans is the division rankings, right? And they always put in the NFC last because Washington was like ass for a while. We had Giants that
I don't
was.
mean to cut you off. Can you slide your camera over a little bit?
Oh, my fault. I was sliding out the jump.
All right, go. So I'm just saying, if I clip it, I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Not
Right.
shit. I ain't mean to interrupt you, boss.
No, you good.
I cut out the
Yo,
shot.
a big debate I always be having is the rankings of a big debate I always I be forgetting what to say. Yo, a big debate I always be having is like the division rankings, right? It's kind of bittersweet because I want to put the NFC East high, but I still be wanting the teams in NFC to be ass. And I don't be knowing when to rank him sometimes. A lot of times I'll be arguing with my man. He is Steelers fan. Shout out to Jake Fever. He always say the AFC North is the toughest division. And there's a lot of
What up,
times
Jake?
it's a lot of times where the NFC been the toughest division where we had 3 teams in the playoffs and all that stuff, man. Recently the Washington been ass, Giants been ass, but Washington actually they like that now. I mean, Giants might be on the move. We gonna see what they're gonna do. Cowboys, I don't know. But we just saw in PFF they actually had for the NFC the number 1 division was the NFC North. Man, how you feel about the division rankings? And where would you put the NFC East?
They're wrong. And the NFC East gotta be the number 1 division. Why? Because we had both teams in the conference championship. Not only that, the Dallas Cowboys wasn't bad last year. They just missed the playoffs. Now, if you want to talk about the Giants, everybody got a lone wolf where a bad team is. Honestly, I think the Giants are better than the Bears if you want to compare it because they had the NFC North as the number 1 division, which I don't agree with. If you stacking up, the Eagles are better than every team in that division. The Redskins are better than every team in that division. The Cowboys can beat every team in that division. They may not be on paper better, but they're capable of beating every team in that division. And their worst team in Chicago, our worst team will beat them. So how are they ranked higher than us? I'm taking the NFC East as the number 1. How could you have the Washington Redskins or the Washington Commanders, my bad, the Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles in the NFC Conference Championship? These are the 2 best teams in the NFC, and they're from the same division, but they're not the best division. I don't get it. I'm taking the NFC East. Who you got?
But I guarantee. So what's funny about this, right? The NFC East play the NFC North, and I guarantee you're gonna be cheering for the NFC North teams.
I am. I do want. We played them this year.
Yep. Our division play their division.
Shit.
So you're gonna be cheering for their division, hoping they be better.
Shit.
You say that now, so it's time to play. You be like, come on,
right,
come on, Bears.
Come on, Green Bay. Come on, man.
That's funny, but yeah, my for don't forget about the AFC either, man. AFC, let's see. I think I'll put. Oh man, shit. I don't know who I'll put first, but I can't argue what you were saying, man. I don't want to be biased to say the NFC East because I'll be praying on their downfall at the same time. Like I want all y'all to beat. I don't want none of y'all to win. I want to win the NFC East championship. Like honestly, but I not comfortably. Honestly, I'll be what I told my homie this as a Cowboys fan. I'm like, I'd rather us like win every game, and then when it comes down to us playing, we beat y'all. Like, I don't want y'all to get hurt. I don't want y'all to be like ass the whole season. I wanted to mean the most. Like, if we had to play each other to go to the playoffs, like somebody's gonna be crushed and be, you know what I mean? Right, so I kind of be wanting them to be good at the same time, but you still be wanting that comfortability, like be winning the NFC East and shit like that. So it's kind of hard. So if I had to choose, I probably would say the NFC for the NFC side. I'll probably have to say the NFC East. My thing is with Minnesota, I guarantee Minnesota not gonna be like they was last year. You got JJ McCartney coming as his first time starter in NFL off a season in an injury. We don't know how that's gonna play out. So they're still gonna have a good defense for sure. Lions got a whole new coaching staff. I mean, who knows how that's going to turn out? You know what I mean? And then you got the people from the coaching staff, Brian Johnson, actually on the Bears. You know what I mean? Trying to create a new culture over there. So they really gonna have to switch everything up because they playing somebody in the same division. They ain't gonna have a whole new. We gonna see a whole new Lions offense next year. You know what I mean? Because you got a rival right now. That's the coach that used to be on your team. And Green Bay, I don't know about Green Bay, man. I had a lot of faith in them last year. And I thought they was going to be who they were last year, where they were going to be competitive, and they were. And I feel like they're going to be like the same as they were last year. I don't see them getting better or worse. So they might be number one.
My sleeper division is the NFC West. I mean, the Rams, I believe the Rams could have won the Super Bowl last year. They gave us fits, bro. Like literally. Saquon ran for 200 yards and the game still came down. I mean, we did have a 2-score lead, so they kind of closed the gap. But still, they was a couple plays away from beating us. The Rams, the Seahawks is good. I think they're not bad. The Cardinals is on the rise. They finished 8-9. I like Kyler Murray, Marvin Harrison Jr. over there. They're not a bad team. And San Francisco had a down year. I think they're going to bounce back this year and make the playoffs. So that's an underrated division to where it's like it may not look like they got, number one seeds all over the place, stuff like that. But that's literally a division where any one of those teams could make the conference championship, and I wouldn't be surprised. So
yeah,
if you want to switch over to the AFC, so let me get this correct. In the NFC, you got the NFC East is the number one division. In the NFC North, your number two division.
No, I got NFC. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna flip the coin and say NFC East number one, NFC North number two. I'll put NFC West 3 and NFC South. And I think NFC South on a rise. I think Panthers gonna be way better than they were last year. I think Bucks gonna compete. The only one I think is not gonna really compete is the Saints. I feel like they don't got no chance unless they make a move for a quarterback. Number 12 for the Browns.
They should have. They dropped the ball, bro. So I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna go on a limb. You know, I like having hot takes and shit like that. So I'm gonna have the NFC East as number one. The NFC West is my number two. Like I said, this is a prediction, not going based off last year. I'm predicting going into this year. The NFC West number two, the NFC North number three, and the NFC South number four. That's where I got my rankings. Going into the season. Let's head over to the AFC, where we whooped that ass last year. We be cooking the AFC, bro. We beat the Ravens, Steelers, Bengals,
all of them, all that shit.
All that shit. Delete all that shit. You seen that video?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Delete all that shit. Yeah. So let me see. Who we got in the AFC, the American Football Conference.
Let me say number one. AFC West number one. AFC West number one. I think they're gonna have 3 playoff teams again. I mean, the Broncos, I feel like they play hard-nosed football. They got a Bo Nix out there that can move around, sling the ball around. The Chiefs gonna be the Chiefs with Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes regardless. The Chargers, man, they got Hardball over there, adding some more weapons to the offense. Man, defense picked it up a little bit. The Raiders, man, they a little iffy. They on the rebuild for real. But I feel like they got 3 teams that can make the playoffs, and I don't see no other division that got 3 teams that can make the playoffs. Well, AFC North, because the Steelers always make it. Bengals is good, but their defense just ass. Like they can score at will, and the Ravens gonna make that shit. So I'll say this gonna be a little bit easier for me. I can rank them right now: AFC West, AFC North, AFC East, and AFC South. No. The last 2. Whoa.
It's close. It's close. Them last 2 is close.
I put AFC East. I think Dolphins gonna be better than they was last year. I think Patriots would be better. The Jets, I don't think a little bit better, but not much. That's my ranking right there.
So my ranking, going into this year to this football season, I'm putting the AFC North number one. I think that Baltimore, you got Lamar Jackson. They're going to do what they do. Pittsburgh with Mike Tomlin, seems like they're always good, even if they don't got a quarterback or do got a quarterback, whatever they got going on. I should have took Shador, but I think Pittsburgh, they're going to be around the same. I think Cincinnati is going to have a bounce back year. Not that their defense is going to be much better, but I think it's going to be better enough just to win about 3 or 4 more games because their defense was just trash last year. So I think that's a possible division that can have 3 playoff teams. And then Cleveland, I think they're going to win more than 3 games this year. I think if they start Shador, I can see them getting to 6 or 7 wins. If they start Shador. If they don't, who knows? Because they got talent on the defense. Like I fucks with Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, I don't know Nick Chubbs. I don't know if he's going. I don't know.
He's a free agent.
He a free agent still?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. But I do think they're going to win a couple more games. Not many more, but I think they're going to win a couple. So I will pick them, the AFC North as my number 1, the AFC West as my number 2 because they got Kansas City. Kansas City, I mean, it's undeniable. I'm not high on the Chargers quarterback. What's the dude name? Chargers quarterback.
Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert. I always forget his name, like all the time, bro. Justin Herbert. Broncos, they're gonna be decent with Sean Payton and them. Raiders, like you said, they're on a rebuild. Now it gets tricky for me for the next 2 because a lot of talent went to the AFC South this year through the draft. You got Travis Hunter over there now. You got the number 1 pick at Tennessee over there now.
Number 1 and number 2 pick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with the AFC South number 3 and the AFC East number 4 because I think the AFC
with the reigning MVP.
Yeah, the AFC East. I mean, outside of the Bills, bro, I don't believe in none of them teams, honestly.
I think pitch is gonna be better.
How much better?
For real, Tua getting hurt. Like, how many games he missed? Like 6. That's why. Fell off.
Yeah, that's why I don't see it with all the concussions. I see him retiring soon. Honestly, with the head injuries, and then the Jets, they just in limbo. Hugh Douglas fucked them all the way up. I don't know what's going on with the Jets, man. And they lost their quarterback. Not that they were good with him, but they might be looking.
They got Justin Fields now. You talk about. They got Justin Fields.
You think he's gonna be better? He back
with his college teammate. They about to be slinging that thing. Pause.
What's the prediction? What's the prediction on the win total? They won 5 games last year.
I don't know. I gotta look at it. I don't know the over under.
Hot take. Dree said they're gonna win 8 games.
I ain't say that. I ain't say all that now.
Over or under 8 games.
I feel like my man Justin Fields gonna be balling.
It's like no. So NFC East versus the AFC West.
You play this
for the
year.
best division. No, I'm just saying for the best. Who's your prediction for the best division in football? We picked our picks. You got the AFC West as the number 1 in the AFC. And you got
AFC
the NFC
West.
East.
AFC West.
You think the AFC West is better than the NFC East?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm taking the NFC East.
I think Broncos is scary. Watch what I say. Broncos is gonna be scary this year.
They are, but I can see the Eagles, Commanders, and Cowboys beating any team in that division. Honestly. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if they lost to the Chiefs, but that's about it. I would not be surprised if we beat every other team. If we all went 3-1 in that division, and the only team that the NFC East lose to is the Chiefs. Outside of that, I can see the Commanders beating the Chargers. I can see the Cowboys beating the Chargers.
So your number 1s, who you got winning your number 1s?
I got the NFC East.
Winning all that. I mean, we beat them. We beat them all last year. Well, the Eagles did. They beat them all last year. That's last year though. That's old news. It's a whole new year.
Whole New York, big things. I wonder what's our new celebration gonna be this year. Last year was this year. After every first down.
So I really think AFC, and I think honestly, like I'm gonna put money on it right now. The Broncos win that division. I think I like the odds. I don't know why. I just got a feeling about the Broncos. They're gonna surprise some people. I'm gonna go bet that right now. Put the odds on it because I
They
know the odds.
winning the.
I know the odds probably gonna be crazy.
What you bet through? I probably can't do
Hard
it.
Rock bet. You can't do that. It's only in Florida and Jersey.
Can you bet twice?
Yeah, you can bet how many times you want. They take your money. They gladly take your money. He's like,
I'm about to send you. I'm about to send you $20 to make my bet.
no, they gladly take your money. He talk about you would have bet 100 times. You could bet. Shit, they gonna take your money. Thank you. I just saw somebody they bet $25 and won like 300,000 because they bet the Pacers make it to the finals.
Finals. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Do you want to cover? You want to cover basketball? I just had one. I seen what's the dude that you put me on? MJ with sports.
yeah.
He was arguing that he had two debates. Is Shea Gil Alexander the best Oklahoma City player of all time? And would you take Tyrese Halliburton over Kevin Durant right now?
Yeah, I don't be watching honestly.
Okay.
So
Yeah, bet.
yeah.
Bet. We can move on. We can move on to the next
Oh,
one.
they only plus 300, so they believe too. The odds makers believe too. They only plus 300.
Dang.
So if I bet $50, if I bet $50 on there, I win 200.
Okay. I need a hit. I need like bet $10, win 2 bands. Let me see.
Bet the Raiders gonna win it.
So you got the AFC West as the number 1 division of football.
Yep.
We can move on. Do you want to cover the flag football?
Yeah.
Cover it.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see. Let's see if I can bring up the.
Yeah, that's a yeah, man.
So, American flag football star Darrell Doucette's claiming that he's better than Patrick Mahomes. So, we're going to dive into the difference between flag and tackle.
No, that's talk about the no, I mean like the Olympics.
The Olympics.
Whereas
Okay.
yeah. So like the NFL just passed the owners meeting, they allowing NFL players to play in the Olympics for the flag football. And that what's his name? Darrell Doucette. Doucette. He plays for American. He plays for American flag football team already. He's thinking like, yo, why we need NFL players if we are out here representing the country, going against other countries in flag football? NFL players, some NFL players like, yeah, I'm trying to play some flag football, win a gold medal. So that's kind of debate right now who should go play to represent the country. And I just want to know. And flag football is not the same as NFL football. They got a whole bunch of different rules. He's saying, listen, we literally pros at doing this, so we can handle it. We gonna cook everybody. We don't need no NFL players. Y'all stick to doing NFL contact football. We stick to doing our flag football. What do you think? You think we should have NFL players represent USA or the guys that have been doing it?
I think the guys that have been doing it. And it's not that NFL players wouldn't be necessarily so better, because I think they're, better athletes and stuff like that. But I just think, like, you may get a little guy something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like the comparison where a lot of content creators are getting mad. A lot of content creators and podcasters are getting mad that NFL players and former NFL players are making podcasts, because now it's pushing the little guy out of YouTube. It's making it harder for guys like me and you that's trying to make a name for ourselves, make a career in something where it's like, man, y'all just using your fame to do whatever y'all want. So in comparison to that, I would say let flag football have its own professional sport. Y'all don't play like you said. It's different rules. It's a different game. It's a different style. Let them play that. Let the NFL be the NFL. Let the flag football be the flag football. Let them have their pro careers. Let them win their gold medals. If y'all wanted to have a gold medal, then make it Olympics for the tackle football. That's how I feel. Let them have their sport. What do you think?
Man, I feel like if the NFL think they can beat the US team that they already have, I feel like they could get their team together and then they play the USA team that they already have established. Whoever won that game could represent United States. And that's to prove like who actually better because they already think they like, man, they can't come over here and play this flag football. Like, all right, y'all go
Mhm.
play by our rules that the rules gonna be used in the Olympics, and whoever win that go represent America. That's how I feel like
True,
it should go down like that.
true. Do you think it should be tryouts and just everybody like it could be one team
Tryouts for who?
for the flag football
But
Olympic team?
no, I think the Olympic team should like the team that already plays in the United States that goes against other countries, they already got
Mhm,
their team. Like and NFL
mhm.
basically trying like, hey, this about to be ours. Like we about to send our boys over there. I think NFL, whatever team they throw it up, they's gonna have or how the NFL is thinking about picking the process of who they're gonna put on the team. Build your team, let them play them for the right to go over. I think it should be like that every Olympics too. Like, I mean,
That
if
makes
these
sense. That makes sense.
like how's the NFL
I,
even going to decide? It's a fucking how many people in the NFL? How many skill positions?
right, right, right. I mean, shit, man, that's a good point. It's
Well,
probably
what they gonna
thousands
do
of
a vote?
players.
They're gonna do a vote like they do like how they do what is it called Pro Bowl? You see they do
Yeah.
the Pro Bowl flag football, and that it's not as competitive as it is like when you go watch these clips of Daryl Doucet and how they be balling. Like they really
Hmm.
like it's some
Get
shit that I
down.
can't. Yeah, like they the way they be dipping and like the rules a little bit different. How they pass the ball, you flipping it back and all that. Kind of like
Right.
street ball for real, like on a whole different level. Street ball with rules, so it ain't the
That's why.
same as. But then just imagine like Lamar Jackson, that quarterback, Tyreek Hill on the outside. Just go, bro, and just throw that shit
Right,
up.
right, right. That's what they were saying. That's what they were saying. Or Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, and you just got the fastest receiver in the league. Just you know what I'm saying? Just throw
Yeah,
Jamar Chase out there. It's like nobody can stop him. But I'm all for like people having their own league, man. Like don't try to just dominate everything because now you feel what I'm saying. You start to blur the lines between what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like let them have. It's kind of like an intramural league. It's like, what if you got an intramural league at your college, and now the college basketball team want to come play in the intramural league? Like, no, just stay over there. Y'all got y'all league, what y'all playing. Let us over here do our thing, man. We
yeah,
professionals at
shit.
this too.
We already been doing it for all these years. Now it's time for us to finally compete for a real goal and not these trophies, and y'all trying to take it from us.
Exactly, exactly. So yeah, NFL just worry about y'all championships and shit.
And then just imagine like fucking your star player going to play overseas in the Olympics and then he fucking tears ACL. I know you'd be mad as hell.
Exactly,
You'd be mad as
exactly,
hell. You be like, man, fuck that
exactly.
gold medal. I want that gold medal. I want a Super Bowl.
Yeah, or break his ankle trying to catch a jump ball or something. Yeah, don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it.
Or
I
like
wonder
these
what's the
like
injury rate in flag football.
mhm.
I wonder if it's high like of course it's probably not high like the NFL, but I wonder if they do be having like torn ankles and torn
Yeah, of
ACLs and
course.
stuff like that. Yeah.
You get that walking down the street. For real.
Right. Okay. So boom, jumping into our next topic. So you say they should just have the Olympic team play the NFL team. Whoever wins represents
Yeah.
the USA. I say let the flag football dudes have it. Don't even compete, bro. Just stick to working out and doing what you're doing. On to the next topic. Is missing voluntary workouts a big deal? What do you think?
Um, I I I think all right. So missing voluntary workouts, I feel like it depends on the situation. So if the situation is like you kind of like healing, you healed fully, but not like you haven't been out there back on your team. Say like for Stefon Diggs, like Stefon Diggs is supposed to be like fully healed, and if he takes that little extra like time to do like some individual rehab, I'll be cool with that. You know what I mean? But if it's like a player, say if I just star player just don't feel like it, like
Mhm.
a star player just don't feel like, man, I don't feel like going to that shit. I just come back at training camp or some shit like that. That's a different story. Like I feel like you should be out there with your brothers, could build building a bond, especially if you got like a new offensive coordinator, if you got new pieces to the puzzle, whereas like new receivers, if you play receiver or if you got a new quarterback or something like that, you should be out there building a bond because that's where the bond starts, man. And go put that work in because everybody need the work to get better. So I feel like if you got like a good excuse, it's cool. But for a person like, or I you know people be missing it because they want more money too. Like a lot of times people
Right.
do miss it because they be like, man, I'm not doing that until my contract negotiated, and that'd be the reason too. I understand that, but just to not show up, not to show up is like unacceptable to me.
I feel the same way, honestly. I feel like building that bond is extremely important. Like you could become such a better team if you're on the same page with your teammates. It's not, at a certain point, it doesn't even come down to talent anymore. It comes down to basically like from an athlete's perspective. Sometimes you feel like you can read the mind of your teammate because like y'all have that bond, y'all on the same page. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah, I think that if you not rehabbing, I get the contract negotiations. That's really the only leverage you have is not showing up. So I get that from the business standpoint. But if your contract is situated and you're not rehabbing, it's time to get them reps up, man. Especially in football. When you talk about like everything is timing, everything is being in sync with your teammate, whether it's a wide receiver or a defensive back or offensive lineman. Yeah, man, I don't think it's acceptable, man. I think you should show up. And most of the time, when you see people don't show up, it shows in their season. It shows when you see people at spring training camp and OTAs and stuff like that. You see those players have better seasons. Like they get off to a better start in the first 4 to 6 weeks than the people who don't show up. So yeah, I agree with you. I think that you should be there. They might as well just make it mandatory. Like fuck it, it's a mandatory. It's
Mhm.
not that long. What is it? What, a week, 2 weeks? Like yeah, just make it mandatory.
Your man Bryce Harp didn't show up.
Yeah, and that's why he buns. I don't know what's up. It's like no, Bryce up that dude. But
You
yeah,
took
bro,
his
like
picture.
I did take his picture. I did take a picture. Have it come on the screen. But yeah, that's like. But then when you get off to a slow start, it's like even if that's not the reason, you open yourself up to being criticized. Like, oh, this dude didn't come to training camp. Even if you're in a
Mhm.
contract dispute and you missing mandatory mini camp, when you come out and now you're not putting up the numbers, that's what they're gonna blame it on. You feel what I'm saying? It's like
Yeah.
just ball out, bro.
Is it acceptable if you're an older player and your body can't take that wear and tear? Like, go ahead, just rest up.
I would say still show up, but you don't
Yeah,
gotta like participate. You
go
can
ahead.
still
Yeah,
be there. You ain't gotta go full speed and stuff like that. I would still show up though. Um, like NFL careers don't last long. I get like you may think that 10 years is long, but when it's done, it's done. So yeah, even if I was an older player, I would still show up, try to not try to coach guys, try to get in sync with people, meet people. You know what I'm saying? So we on a
I mean,
first name
basic.
basis
It's basically a brand new team for real.
every year.
You
Every
never
year it's
play.
a
You
whole
never
new
play on the
team.
same team twice.
Yeah. So yeah, just show up. You just don't gotta because you got veteran. You know what I'm saying? You got a veteran like pedigree to where it's like, yeah, you don't have to go full speed. You may not have to go through all the drills, but your presence is needed. You feel what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That could be undenied. Like you could see stuff that people mistakes that younger players are making, and we could correct those mistakes right now before we even get to training camp. So we're already ahead of the curve. So yeah, show up, bro. Show up, bro. You getting paid too. You know what I'm saying? I'm showing up, bro. I think they should show up.
Right.
So Boom. Segueing into that was a bad segue. The NFC East on Hard Knocks in season. Love it or hate it.
I hate it for my team. I used to be a big fan of Hard Knocks, not the end season. End season just started a few years ago, but training camp, because like training camp is one of the hardest things I ever done, and like seeing somebody else going through like hard like the training camp, it kind of like got me going to get up through training camp because
Mm-hmm.
training camp literally is like the hardest like the part I ain't gonna say probably the hardest thing I ever done in life is training camp. So seeing it on a
Mm,
professional level and behind the scenes, like damn, they going through the same exact thing. I don't feel like training. I mean, Hard Knocks is even the same as it used to be for real. For real. It's more commercialized now. Because
mm,
before you used to see like the actual hard work, people like struggling and people getting cut. They barely show that stuff now. They just more so
mm,
like storylines than the actual showing like the work that people putting in and situations of like an undrafted player making a team or a player who was supposed to be somebody he wasn't getting cut, like the hard
mm,
conversation and stuff like that. They don't really show that stuff as much as anymore. So I honestly kind of like stopped watching it because it wasn't the same. And in the season, I feel like in season that could be a distraction than like
mm.
before a season. You know what I mean? So
Right, right.
I'm not a huge fan of it. I'm not excited to see it. I used to be excited before when they used to announce who gonna be on Hard Knock next year. I used to be like, yo, who they gonna put on Hard Knock next year? But after the past, I feel like the last one I really tuned into was the Lions on there, but the one before that was Dallas. They was on there, and I kind of like fell off then because Dallas was
Mhm.
kind of like not because they like the rivals or something like that, but it kind of like it changed. It wasn't that same Hard Knocks that I was used to.
Yeah, that same authenticity that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get to see, they cut a lot of it out. Yeah, I don't like it, bro. I like I said, like you said, I think it's a distraction, bro. Um, if we was a bad team, I wouldn't have minded because it's just entertainment. But when you're a good team, bro, I don't want no
I'm not
distractions.
worried about that.
Get those cameras the fuck out of here, bro. I'm cool for that, bro.
I know one player
And
that's
I
not gonna be on there.
who?
AJ Brown, he ain't gonna get no TV time because
Why you
he's
say
like
that?
because the tweet came out or something like that. He like retweeted it with like nope. Like,
Right, right,
he
right,
not
right,
gonna.
right,
I feel
right.
like
I missed
Devontae
that.
Swift not gonna be on there. Jalen not gonna really be on there. It's probably gonna be like Coop on there for real. Probably be
Mm.
like
Jordan Malata.
yeah.
Yeah, I can see Malata doing that job.
It's gonna be and then
But
it's gonna be like a player like that don't even barely play or something like that. See him on there like this could be like the featured players on there for real. For real.
right,
I don't
I
feel
can see.
like I can see Saquon doing that shit. I feel like Saquon is
Yeah,
a
Saquon to
talkative
do it.
person.
Goddard will do it. Goddard will do it. Saquon, Malata. I'm trying to think of the starters that'll do it. Uh, I think they're Dickinson.
They probably be following around one of the rookies and shit, especially if they starting.
Right, right. Yeah, I hate it though. Keep our name out your mouths, man.
No,
Let us focus.
it's definitely gonna be Saquon on there because like he got a full family. They usually put like people with full families on there, like he got like wife and kids and shit like that. You know, they be showing shit like
Hmm.
that on there.
Yeah, so we gonna see, man. We gonna see. What was the other teams that was announced? It was more teams, wasn't it?
The NFC East
The
for
whole
the
NFC. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
for the end season,
Okay.
they do the whole conference. So it's the whole NFC East, and then for like the training camp is the Bills. Like I'm more excited to watch the Bills, especially like another thing. Once I was done playing football, Hard Knocks was the excitement of football season starting, like seeing them in
Hmm.
training camp and working out, like
Right,
oh
right,
football
right,
season coming, like getting hype and stuff like that. But it definitely helped me get through training camps at times.
right. I feel that. I feel that. He said, "Hold off on the real." Okay, I forgot about that, John. Dial. Yeah, man. Anything else before we head out of episode 11? We need some
Shit.
sponsorships, bro.
Yeah, make sure y'all follow me at 23Drees on all platforms, Instagram. I was about to say Twitter, but I don't even be on X, so forget that. I don't be on X. Leroy be on X. What's your X joint?
Leroy Evans Jr. everywhere. It's Leroy. It's my name, man.
The X
I
be
don't got
popping.
no. The X be jumping. That's where you get all the news from, man. That's where, like, I was told like 10 years ago. What happens is it comes out on X first, and then it goes to Instagram, Facebook. So it starts as a tweet, and sometimes people steal ideas. You know what I'm saying? They see the tweet, they make a video about it. Then that's when, after Instagram, then it gets to YouTube and all the other platforms. But whatever the topic of conversation start, all these debates that you see on ESPN and Nightcap and 4th and 1 with Cam Newton's, all these reaction videos, it starts on Twitter /X. Starts
And
there
say what
first. When
it
they talked about
say what's to be
the
said.
T-step, it started on X. It started on X with Asante retweeting something and posting, hell no, that ain't right. And next you know it, everybody made videos like, oh, Asante don't think it's right. So it starts there. That's where people get their real time thoughts at. And then I think the Ryan Clark beef, Ryan Clark with RG3, it started on X. That's how it started. Boom, we started with a tweet. Somebody say something somebody else don't like. Next you know it get 3 million views. It's up, and that's all right. We taking this to YouTube. It's kind of like let's you know like back in the day in high school where it's like, yo, let's say the argument start in school, but we gonna fight after school. Twitter is like school. That's where he's like, all right, this is where the fight really started. But after school is YouTube, Instagram,
You talking about
and all that shit.
They ain't fighting my school.
They ain't fighting your school. What
No, man, we had no violence. It was all everybody was friends.
I don't know. Gratz had violence. Niggas was rumbling. I got jumped at Gratz. I got jumped in every level of grade school. I got jumped in elementary school, middle school, and high school. Like, what the fuck is wrong with niggas, bro?
Yeah, man.
At this point, I'm used to it. I'm like, I'm about to get jumped. All right, come on, y'all. Let's get it over with. For real. I was like, yo, I got jumped. I was in I can't remember what city. I was so young, but I remember the first time I got jumped, bro. It was by some white boys, bro. In the bathroom. I don't know why they jumped me, bro. I have no clue.
Because you was black.
But could have been. That's the only reason.
With your hat
Yo, I have no fucking clue why they jumped me in the damn bathroom. I remember I kicked some dude in his head. You know what I'm saying? We got a tussle on the ground and shit. I said, bomb, kicked him right in his head. That's all I remember. But they jumped me in the bathroom. In middle school, we got jumped. I got jumped because my neighbor got into a fight with somebody and the whole hood chased them home and shit. So, boom, fast forward like 6 months, we all go to Shaw Middle School. And they like, yo, that's them niggas right there. That's them niggas that chased me home and shit like that. Boom. I end up getting jumped for this nigga. In high school at Gratz, I got jumped because of a basketball take. Ain't that crazy? Because of a basketball take, I ended up getting jumped. I don't know how that shit happened.
You almost got jumped for Malik Neighbors. I meant for George Pickens.
I'm getting jumped online right now. I stay getting jumped online because of George Pickens. Man, god damn, bro. It's something about my energy that be like, you know what? We're not gonna fight fair with this dude, but it's all good. It's all
This
good.
episode is brought to you by Vita Coca. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Manifest it. Let's go. We out.